Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show with the weekly recap. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week as we march towards Yule. Yeah, just getting ready for Christmas and all the other stuff that comes up. I'm over here wearing this nice Scully that my wife hooked me up with, so I figured, why not wear it? Right? Gotta make sure you represent when your ladies hook you up with something, fellas. All right, let's get into some fucking news. All right, Anthony Mihaf, all right, the 41-year-old vocalist of the punk metal band Cancer Christ, pleaded not guilty in the late 2025 felony charges stemming from an erratic August 2024 crime spree near Yosemite National Park. As of December 2025, Mihaf faces 10 felony counts related to the August 2024 incident. His defense is pursuing a mental health diversion. Forensic psychiatrists have diagnosed Mihaf with bipolar disorder, complex trauma, and substance use disorder. Experts suggest the incident may have been manic episode induced by substance. Mihaf remains in custody. Additional details about the case will be sent later on, I guess. Well, look, hopefully this guy stays, could stay locked up and get all the fucking help he needs. I mean, considering some of the shit's going on. But I guess, having a crazy vocalist makes for good metal and for good music. What the fuck can we say about that, right? Oh, well, I hope everything works out. Now we're going into the world of Megadeth. All right, Megadeth just released a new single, Let There Be Shred. Now, I saw the music video of it. Now, let me tell you, I mean, look, I don't mind some of the stuff that's in it, but Dave just needs to stop being in these music videos. All right, man, my man is 62 years old, 63 years old, and he's really looking the part. So, Dave, come on, man. Let the videos go. You can have Vic Rattlesnake in there doing all his stuff, but let's just get to the music itself. I mean, look, the fucking sound, it gave that early 80s thrash sound, and you could hear it had some of that fucking Kill 'Em All sound. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that. I'm sure it's not a mistake on what he's doing, but it did have a lot of stuff there that was similar to that sound Kill 'Em All had when he was in the band with Metallica. You guys get a chance, go and listen to that song. It's a really, really good song. It just throws you right back to that early sound of thrash. And this fucking album is going to be a big statement to show that Megadeth stood true to what they said they were going to do, even though they did have their ups and downs at some point when it came to their style of music. But they didn't go down the Metallica route. Who knows? Maybe if they did, they probably would have been more popular or whatever. But they stood true, and now they're going to end it on a high note with going back to the roots of what thrash used to sound like. So more power to them, man. I'm really happy about that. All right, now we're going to go into some rock and roll. I know this is basically when we do all sorts of metal in here, but we could do a little rock and roll here, especially some of the pioneers of some of the bands that were influenced. The Rolling Stones. Who would have thought we'd be talking about the Rolling Stones? The Rolling Stones have called off plans for a 2026 stadium tour of the United Kingdom and Europe. A source close to the band confirms to Variety following reports that guitarist Keith Richards was unable to commit to it. While never officially announced the group's touring plans, pianist Chuck LaValle and spokesman recently told press in the UK that the band has nearly completed a new album, their second with 35-year-old producer Andrew Watt, and plan on touring the UK and Europe. However, Richards, who turns 82, recently turned 82 on Thursday, is said to be unable to commit to the rigors of another touring. Live dates in recent years have shown that he has faced challenges due to a long battle of arthritis. Is that surprising, man? The man's 82 years old. Most of those guys are already in their 80s. I mean, look, I get it. I mean, sometimes you might want to do like one little festival. If the guys are still able to play and play at a good, good level, one show, call it a day. Nah, man, they can't tour. There's no touring with that. I mean, come on. 82, man, look. The last thing you want is to see them play and have some type of incident on stage with one of these guys. You don't want to see that. So, good choice. All right? Heal up. Maybe do one big show. Call it a day. If you want to do an album, sell the album. But yeah, man, I don't suggest that at all, man. I do not suggest that at all. And now in some sad news, it's sort of like, in the pop culture range, but, it does deal with, with rock and roll movies. Rob Reiner, you know, I'm sure everybody's aware about the death of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. They were found dead in their house, and unfortunately, you know, through some of the investigation, turns out that their son is a suspect, and he's going to be charged with their murder. The reason why I bring up Rob Reiner is that, you know, he did, you know, the Spinal Tap movies, and those movies were a big thing, and when it came to rock and metal, you know, to the community, and, you know, anybody, you know, enjoyed those movies. Me and my wife saw the second one. It was okay. It wasn't, you know, just trying to like come back and do their little show and stuff like that. Rob Reiner was in the movie again, you know, as the documentary guy. But, you know, it's a shame. You know, he did fall into that culture that we had with Spinal Tap. They were part of the mix when it came to metal and rock. So, you know, look, and no matter what you agreed or disagreed with Rob Reiner, and, you know, we're not discussing anything as far as politics go and stuff like that. It's a shame that the man lost his life over a deranged son, you know, again, allegedly. You know, I'm sure, you know, if anything, I think they got some evidence that proves otherwise. But we'll let the thing go from there. And, you know, rest in peace to Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. It's a shame, you know. We'll see what comes out when his son goes to court and if he's officially charged and goes on from there. Rest in peace, Rob. Yeah, and also, you know, sad but happy, or whichever way you want to take it, man. Today is the birthday of Puerto Rican Mike. Our boy Puerto Rican Mike would have been 55 years old, December 20th, 1970. You know, unfortunately, you know, he passed away back in November 27th. And, you know, everybody in the community, you know, we're just putting out stuff, you know, so, you know, wishing Mike a happy birthday in the afterlife, man. The halls of Valhalla, he's there hanging out with all the greats. And, you know, just hoping that things are okay with him, with his family, his daughter, and, you know, celebrate his birthday, man. All right, we finally got some little bit of a metal bochinche. All right, we got something here that came up on, you know, some I think it was a Facebook post that we was able to pick up here from Metal Hypocrites. All right, and I'm just going to read the post as it came out. This came across our desk this morning and looks like something worth resharing. The respected label Tiarta Possessions took to social media to denounce a relatively obscure black metal band called Thornspawn. Apparently, their frontman, who goes by the diabolical name of Alex, is a ripoff and all-around scumbag. Few people have already previously approached us to report on this guy, but we had no specific information until now. When an entity with a good name like Tiarta takes the time to raise a flag on someone like this, it is on good authority. It also appears that people are coming out of the woodwork to confirm similar experiences, which is telling. If any drama catches fire around this, we'll post it here just for future edification. It's nothing else. Keeping pieces of shit out of Europe is a worthy cause in general. Fuck ripoffs. Holy shit. Oh God. Yeah, that kind of like you know, some shit right there. I mean, everybody knows Thornspawn. I mean, I got also, I think it was a reply by Alexander Macias. Whether they speak well or ill of me, the important thing is that they speak of me. Although I confess that I like it when they speak ill of me, because that means their things are going very well for me. Nobody talks about mediocre people, and when they do, they only say wonderful things. So I guess he's just taking the negative to another level. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going around with that. Thornspawn, I mean, hey. You know, sometimes, you know, like I say, bad publicity is good publicity, but I mean, some of the stuff that I saw that, you know, I know there was one where they had sent over some demands whenever these guys go on tour with this laundry list of things that they got to have, and I don't know. I don't know what to say from that. I really don't know what to say. But there you go. That's pretty much what we have right now. Oh, and one more thing. Some great news that I just found out. Our brothers in Texas, ETD. All right, Francisco and the guys, they're going to go do Obscene Extreme over in Prague. Congratulations to those guys. They're going to be going over there for the festival July 1st through the 5th. And it's going to be nice to see those guys up in there, man. Congratulations, fellas. You guys deserve it. All right, that's all I got right now. I'm going to send it to Rich, Silent Producer. Oh, and one more thing before I go. We're gonna, yeah. Luckily, this Sunday we were supposed to go and do our end of the year. Is gonna get pushed for a later date. We'll make sure to let you guys know when we're gonna do that gold medal show's end of the year. It'll come up eventually, but the schedule we have with Melanie Loves Death Metal, Anthony for the end of the year death metal is still going on, so that's gonna be coming up. Also, I'm gonna be doing a couple of videos coming up with my Black Friday haul and some other stuff. Look forward to that. But we'll send it over to Rich.
Thanks, Barry. On Friday, March the 27th, 2026, Material World presents a night of underground black metal. 5 p.m. start at the Meadows in Brooklyn, New York. May 21st at the Amityville Music Hall in Long Island, New York. Pig Destroyer, Dead Guy, Sex Prisoner, and Mellow Harsher live. March 28th at the Brooklyn Paramount, Cocksparrow in one of their final U.S. shows with special guests to be announced. February 13th at the Bowery Ballroom in New York, it will be Knoll with Agriculture live. This week's Tone Joker's pick of the week is Cruel Bomb. Cruel Bomb is a thrash band from PA, 11 tracks of pure thrash. This week's stream of the week is Sulfuric Poultry with their latest gore grind release, Consummate Extirpation. 9 tracks coming in at 27 minutes. Thanks for watching that Goat Metal Show. Join us for Metal Miners and Melanie Loves Death Metal on the Best of Death Metal 2025, plus 2025, the year in review, the best picks, plus 2025, the best shows live.